Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is a tour of my desk favorites. So first and foremost is sanitization. I absolutely love using hand sanitizer, maybe a little bit too much. So I always try to have one on deck. And then because I'm using this so much, it's important for me to have a hand cream. Something else that I use, which I don't have with me because it's in the wash right now, is or rather are these like gloves that you put on. So as I'm typing, I have like these gloves, and underneath I have like the hand cream or any like hand treatments, just to make sure that my skin is like thriving. Honestly, I think that even though I'm doing work, I should still be able to do my self-care at the same time. So I always try to multitask and do some form of self-care while I'm getting work done. So there's that. I have my favorite pens. Well, pen and highlighter. Really good. Absolute favorites of mine. Next is this agenda. I love it. I use it for lists. I feel like it's the perfect size and it's so easy to grab. And I'll be honest, writing lists for me is not something that I look forward to, but I think that it's really important to discipline and train yourself if you want to make a change in your life. So I chose the prettiest agenda that I have for this purpose and this habit, so that way I'm motivated to get it done and stick with it. And I'm trying to make it a habit. By the way, this is a new addition to my like journal ecosystem, but my goal with this is before I do anything, I want to reference the list. I don't know if you guys will be able to relate to this or even know what I'm talking about when I mention this, but there's something called an SOP, which is like standard operating procedures, and that's basically what this is. So I document like my standard operating procedures in here, and I can go into depth in another video, about this specifically, but I just love this so much and I'm trying to make this a new habit. So that's what this is about. Then I have this journal. So it's pretty fun. It's like creative, I think. And the point of this journal is to be creative. So I'm building an app right now. And whenever it comes to any design ideas or just ideas in general, I sketch them out in here. What I like about this journal is that it has no line. So it's like the perfect space for like drawing and writing. And it's just like a really cool journal. Perfect for me, at least. And yeah, that's my app development journal. So I have my app development journal, my list journal. This one is pretty old. This is something new that I'm starting to implement. I've always had this agenda. I've never really found a use for it, but I was like, you know what? This list thing really works because I want to make that a habit of mine. I don't like just going on autopilot. I want to have systems in place. So that's what this is. Okay, so next is my daily journal. So this is the one that started it all. I absolutely love this thing. I love the texture of it. In fact, I love texture in general with anything. I always try to choose things with varying textures. And I just love using this every day. This one does have lines, and I actually just restocked it. This is like an insert. So you basically buy the insert and then you put it in. So you can hold on to it forever, and I fully intend to do that. I can link below where I got it from. But basically, this is where I journal my thoughts. Like, this is where I journal like reflections. This is basically the journal that I use for everything, but I realized that I was using it too quickly. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to need different journals. And that's why I decided to expand to the other two, and this as well, which we'll get to. But anyways, yeah, great journal. Oh my God, Alexa, pause. So yeah, this is my everyday journal. Every single day I write in this. And I think it's so important to do that because you really have a better relationship with yourself when you journal. Well, depending on the style of journaling that you do, but at least for me, this improves the relationship that I have with myself, and that's the goal of it, to be self-aware, to be structured, and to be intentional. So I highly recommend everybody get a journal and do, and journal daily. It's one of the best things I've ever done. If you have a journal, like, let me know what you use it for and how you use it. I would love to know. But yeah, there's this. And then finally, my favorite, this is a new edition. And when I tell you I'm obsessed with this, I mean, I'm obsessed with this. It's the Dailee. Wow. I can't open this because I have my entire life in here, but I just want you to know, if my apartment caught fire, I would just take this with me, and that's the only thing I would take. That's how much I love it. I don't know, guys, this is just the best thing ever. What I did is I bought like a little charm off of Amazon and I added it to it, and I feel like it gives it like a nice personal touch. And they have so many different cover options, so if you're not into brown, that's fine. There's plenty of other cover options, but for me it's perfect. And yeah, I think that brings the tour to an end. Maybe honorable mention would be this pouch that I have. So this is where I keep my headphones, and I do that so that way I don't lose track of them. And I also like to keep them clean. And then I also have an air tag, so that way if the bag for some reason gets misplaced, it's easy to locate using Find My on iPhone. So yeah, there's that too. I have these two bags, which I'll go into in other videos. This bag is like my self-care bag for whenever I'm at my desk, and then this bag is like my stationery bag. So yeah, that's pretty much the video for today. I hope you guys love it, and I will be posting more.